What's up guys, Frank here from FFX Audio. I'm back with video number 2 out of 4. And this video is about Sweetcaster Classic serial number 6, which is by far the lightest Sweetcaster we've built so far. This is actually a record breaker. This guitar comes in at just 3.13 kilograms, which is pretty remarkable for a guitar that comes with a vintage style steel block tremolo. It also comes with the Apollo Music parts trem claw, which is made out of brass and therefore adds mass and weight to it. But it still just comes in at 3.13 kilos. And I'm going to explain why that is in just a moment. So the center of this operation is a body made out of torrefied pine wood. If you haven't heard the term before, you might have heard of roasted, roasted maple, roasted basswood. And essentially, roasted woods in musical instruments have become very popular over the course of the past 8 to 10 years. And what happens is the wood is being placed into an oven. The oxygen is being sucked out before, because if there was oxygen inside and you heat up the oven, there's a good chance the wood starts burning. And then the oven has been fired up, and during that process, all the humidity and all the volatiles are being sucked out of the wood, and the result is a wood that's more durable, it's more stable, it's less sensitive to changes in temperature, like afterwards when it's worked. So with it doesn't work that much afterwards. So it's kind of set. It also changes in color a little bit, but that depends a little bit on the wood we're talking about. You normally see roasted maple necks being a little bit darker than regular maple necks, and things like that. So in total, there are a lot of good aspects about torrefied or roasted woods, and that's what happened here. So pine is a light wood, usually a light wood to start with, but due to the process, it became even lighter. This one is finished in a nitro Aztec silver finish with just some light aging, really. So has a couple of cracks and has a few dings and dongs here and there, but nothing too crazy actually. Comes with a maple neck. The body and neck are connected with neck-tied screws and inserts. Improves the tone, improves the ease of maintenance. Is a C-shaped maple neck. Comes with a rosewood board with 9.5-inch radius and 21 medium jumbo frets. So it's a little bit closer to like the traditional sort of features. And as far as the electronics go, this time I went with hand-wound Q pickups, Big Dippers. Those are replicas of the Big Dipper pickups that were used in the first John Mayer signature series. And what they have is they sound pretty bold in the low end. Bold not being like overly pronounced, but they're like pretty strong in the low end, and they have like this really nice glassy high end and a little bit of a, that's why they call Big Dippers, a little bit of a dip in the mids, but not too much. So it's a sound that you would associate with like some of the early work of John Mayer. And 5-way pickup switch, master volume, master tone, and then we have the infamous blend pot, which gives you access to 2 additional sounds. So you can get neck and bridge, sort of like a Telecaster sort of vibe. And in the positions 2 and 4, if you turn down the blend knob, you'll get all 3 pickups. Optically, this is one of my favorites so far. I really like the optics of this. And that's enough with me blabbering about the guitar. Let's hear it.